Okay. So it is October, November, December, January. 4 months. 4 months since I last made a video on this channel. So here we are. Welcome back, and to myself and to you watching. It has been a while, and the primary reason for that is that this past season of my life, in the past semester of school that has been since early September when I made my last video, I've been doing a lot of more in-person ministry on my college campus. Instead of doing so much of this kind of virtual ministry and making videos, I've been able to do a lot more in-person ministry with people on my college campus, which has been really great and fulfilling, and has been where I've been putting a lot of my energy rather than doing this. Also, I've been just kind of off social media for a while now. I actually don't know how long it's been, but just kind of taking a break for myself, for my well-being, because I think social media can become this like addictive thing that we spend so much time on, and also just like personal reasons and stuff that in my life over the past number of months. But I wanted to sit in front of the camera and make another video again, for one, because I was helping out with something this weekend and this YouTube channel got plugged a few times and now I feel obligated, but also because it's a good thing. I think it's something good for me in some ways to just talk about faith and get to share that. It makes me feel good about myself a little bit. And what I want to talk about, and kind of like I said, is the seasonal element of our life, the nature of our life, the reality that our life happens in seasons, and that from like a young age, our lives are kind of categorized into the different seasons that we're in. So like if you're into sports, then you have like your fall sports season where there's like football and soccer or whatever other thing that you might play in the fall, and then you have your winter sports season where it's like basketball and hockey and swimming, and you have your spring sports season, your summer sports season, which coincide with the other seasons, the like weather seasons and temperature seasons that we have. And then we have like school. You go to school for you have a quarter, you have a semester, you have breaks that break up the kind of the seasons of your school year. So much of our life is seasonal, and the way that we look at it that way, we can sense that there is this kind of cycle to things in our life. That I know that come August, I'm starting to get ready for football and watching football, and come springtime, when I was a kid, I was getting pumped up to start playing Little League baseball. And there are these cycles to our life, and it happens in so many elements of what we do, but also on much deeper levels, on the realities of our life, like our well-being, and our mental health, our physical health, our spiritual health, and particularly our life of faith and our spiritual health, also very much is seasonal and can come to us in seasons. And we can see that very well. And one of the beautiful things about the church having a liturgical calendar, to where there are seasons within the calendar year of the church, where the year starts in Advent, then we have the Christmas season, and then we spend some time in ordinary time before going into Lent, which leads into the Easter season, a whole bunch more ordinary time, and then we come back and there's this calendar of seasons. And not only is there this kind of fixed seasonal nature of the liturgical calendar, but also our life of faith and our prayer life and how we feel with our relationship with God is, and can be, and I think we can recognize, has a very seasonal nature to it. Or maybe we don't recognize that, and maybe that isn't something, and that's something that I guess this video is me affirming and saying and noting that our lives do come in seasons. And the things that are more inward, we have these exterior seasons that we can well understand, but also like within us, our life comes to us in seasons. And whatever season you may be in right now, or however you might be feeling right now, that is a season of your life. And what's a beautiful reality about that, what that kind of means for us, and what we can read into that in looking at that liturgical calendar of the church, is when we look at the two seasons that tend to be kind of the more solemn seasons, and the kind of the lower seasons where there might be like some fasting or preparation, and maybe the quieter seasons of the liturgical year are Advent and Lent. And particularly Lent is when people like traditionally fast from stuff and give up things, and it's this preparation period. But what comes after Advent and Lent is always Christmas and Easter. That after these low seasons in our life, and these low seasons in the liturgical calendar, there's always the high season of joy in Christmas and in Easter. And that's so true for our life of faith as well, and in anything that we're going through. And that provides a great example for us. And I guess for myself and for you to take that to heart and apply that to your life, that your life is seasonal, and that whatever season you might be in, whether it's kind of a low season for you right now, and there's some hurt, or there's some disappointment, or you're in a point in your life that just feels kind of low, or whether you're on the mountaintops right now and you are doing fantastic, or whether it's just kind of average, we can look at that liturgical calendar and look at the seasons of our life in many other ways, and realize that can apply to us as well, and that these seasons come and go, and our lives kind of just move through this. And it's good for us to understand that, because then when we're in the low seasons, then we can trust that it is only a Christmas or an Easter to come, and it is only a high season yet to come, and to stick through it, and to trust in God and pray through it, and know that there's light at the end of that tunnel. Or if you're in the high season, you're on the mountaintops, to cling to that and embrace that as well, in a way that you can hold on to that and remember that when you are down in the low season to come, to know that you're not always going to be on that mountaintop, and that as our lives move through those seasons, that you may experience not a mountaintop but a valley, and to be able to recover from that, and embrace and remember and recall that good feeling, that feeling on the mountaintop. Or whether you're in the desert, and whether it's just the ordinary, the average, and it feels like it's just like bland, or maybe like nothing's going on in your life, or maybe just feeling like lost in the routine of things, know that there always are those seasons in our life, and to embrace that as well, and to know that God is working in your desert experience, and that there is a mountaintop waiting for you at some point in one of your seasons to come, that is waiting for you. And I hope that makes sense, and I think that resonates for me right now in my life, and for you, especially if you're feeling like you're in some kind of a valley season of your life, a low season of your life, or in some kind of desert season of your life, that there is to trust that and embrace it, really to understand that there's growth that comes in those seasons of our life, but that our lives are seasonal, and that life comes in seasons, and seasons come and seasons go, and we're going to have those high moments, and those good seasons will come, and if you're in that good season, embrace it and enjoy it, and be prepared for the low seasons to come. But in any season of our life, that God is present in every single one of them. In Advent and Christmas, in Lent and in Easter, and in ordinary time, in spring, summer, winter, and fall, God is present to us in our lives, and we can call upon Him and trust in His goodness and His grace and His good plan for us, because we are loved by the Father in every season of our lives.